Hey there, thanks for checking out a bonus episode of the Restoration Today podcast. We are recording at the Collective by Core. We're actually doing this a second time because we just did it once, almost all the way through, and I didn't hit record. So these gentlemen get to do it again. Their answers will be even better this time, I am sure. So I am joined by Justin Zifford and Alex Puertas. They are both from Weilander. We're going to be talking about sales in the restoration industry. They started a remote sales management program, but they both have backgrounds in sales and really understand restoration sales and services, all of that. So we're going to really dive into what it takes to be successful with restoration sales. So Justin, let's start by having you introduce yourself.
Thank you, Michelle. And I want to, it's awesome to be here with you. I love where you've taken C&R Magazine and super proud of you. And it's a privilege to be on your podcast. So thanks for the opportunity. Of course, sure. Well, thanks. No problem. Happy to do it. So my background in the industry goes back about 20 years ago. I owned a flooring company in Dallas, Fort Worth, and met a gentleman who his parents owned, or his father owned, a restoration company. We were the same age. I said, "Hey, who's doing your flooring?" And he's like, "I don't know." And I was like, "Give me a shot. I'd like to talk to whoever I need to about doing your flooring." So I went in, had a meeting, and they gave me a shot. And that was my introduction. It was Dalworth Restoration down in DFW. Great company. Oh yeah, there he goes. Field Hero of the Year, Kurt Smith. Yeah, that's awesome. So, I was working with those project managers often and developed a good rapport with them. They trusted me. I performed, right? And that was my introduction into the restoration industry. I learned Xactimate, I learned ITEL and the struggles they were having on jobs. So fast forward, I became a consultant for the flooring industry we had exclusive with CCA Global, and would fly around the United States and Canada and work with clients and do process improvement and sales management. Another restoration group approached our company and said, "Hey, we'd like you to come in and do some light consulting with our members." And so we did that, and we identified that there was a hiring need. There was a struggle that these owners had, that they didn't necessarily have the skill set to interview or the time to find people. And so that's when we started a recruiting company. So here we are today. Recruiting is 10 years old now. Weilander is about 10 years old. And we started a remote sales management group, or I should say program, about a year ago. And it's been great. I've got Alex with me. He's the program director, and really fortunate to have him. But 20 years in the industry, kind of started at the bottom. Now we're here.
Yeah, I can relate to that. So I spent the first 20 years of my career in the Fortune 1000 space. Worked for a couple of large companies, first telecommunications, then information management, and then in the legal services kind of arena. Once I'd sort of reached the goal that I'd set for myself there, trying to figure out what else I wanted to do, and an opportunity presented itself for me to become president of a restoration company in DC. So I took that challenge on about 6 years ago. Had an amazing run. We went from 700,000 to about $10 million in revenue. And, everything was going great until the family decided it was time to move back to Florida. So we moved back about a year ago, and I had gotten to know Weilander because they were doing the recruiting for me in DC. And, Justin pitched this idea to me of this remote sales management program, and I fell in love with it. To be honest, I just thought it's a great idea and it's right up my alley. Most of my career, I was leading sales teams. So I thought, if you would accept me, I'll come on board and we'll see if we can grow this program. And we've been doing that for the last year.